welcome to another video. In this video, I just want to show you some other tools which are being used to gather videos, text easily. So in this video, I've got this URL here. So how will I be able to get this video? So for an example, so what we'll do is let's go to the terminal. So minimize that. We are in the terminal here. Let's clear the screen. So the program I will install is called apt. So we'll do apt install, and it's called, I think it's called YouTube DL. Let's see if we can be able to install this. There we go. Just click yes. So here we are installing this program. It doesn't take long, as you can see. Yeah, that's it. So if we do man YouTube dot deal, it should give us the manual page for this application. So here, as you can see, you use it to download videos from YouTube or other platforms. So all we need to do is we'll type in YouTube, then we have got some options, then the URL. So if let's see what we have. Before we do that, let's do Q to quit. Let's clear the screen here. Then let's invoke the program DL. So we have got options, then the URL. So let's go first to our video. So that's the URL there. So we'll copy this. Then in here, I'll just do enter. So we are going to do YouTube DLL. So we don't know what options we will use, but we know the URL. So let's just paste the URL there. So this is the URL, but because we don't know what options we need to first find a place where we can, if we download, we can be able to put this into. But for now, let's do so let's look at our file here. So let's move to options folder. Then we'll make directory. Then this directory, we are going to call it YouTube DL. Then we are going list let's see, let's clear there, then list. Yeah, so we have got that folder. So we are going in to go into that folder first. So we are in that folder, then we are going to do our command, which is YouTube dir. So as I mentioned, we don't know the options. So let's just do H so that we get the help menu. So I've got the help there. Let's go up to look at the options because we know the URL already which we want to use for this example. So here the general options, you've got the version, ignore errors. So if we want to ignore errors, we just put tag I. Um, let's see what options we could use. We can do a default search. This is interesting. Now we can do a proxy. So we can do a proxy just to avoid so that they won't attribute to us as part of the proxy there. Okay, so you can do the playlist start number. So playlist video to start at. So if you're downloading a few, you could put the actual mark of the number. So just, I think what we need to look at is the downloads options. So here, if we use, so this is keeping the fragments, keep downloaded fragments on the disk after downloading is finished. Okay. So force resume, I think this could be important to what we want to do. So force resume of partial downloaded files by default. So we could use this just taxi. Let's use that one. So here we are going to do YouTube, then taxi, then the URL. So that's the URL there. Then we place enter. So as you can see, the program has gone in and is actually pulling that video. So the metadata hasn't come in because here it says warning unable to download JSON metadata. So that's HTTP error 403. So the limitations to this program is you can't pull out the metadata, which might be very important, so that we could look at the metadata. So we need to find out how we could be able to pull out that metadata. But here you see the title of the video, the connected journey. So as you can see here, we are downloading and that's the time remaining, which is about 4 minutes or 3 minutes. So I'll pause the video to let it finish, then we come back to that. Now looking at here, we have finished and we have managed to download the file, which is that's the file format. So with this, I conclude that it's a good application. Apart from we need to find out how we can pull JSON data, but to pull JSON data, we'll try to use Python request library to be able to pull out that data. So with that, I thank you for viewing.